Look, some states will be able to move further on some of these issues than others, but I think the important thing is that we all want to take actions that make our states better places for job creation and for a growing middle class and for expanding opportunity. And I think sometimes, as progressives, in our drive to do what we believe is the right thing for a host of moral reasons and cultural reasons, I think we leave out some of the stronger arguments for how an inclusive society and an open society and a society that welcomes and cherishes diversity, how those societies are also societies that can grow their innovation economy, that can expand middle-class opportunity and strengthen their middle class. So I think that we need to make sure that we dial up sufficiently the economic argument that can and must be made for policies that are more open and more inclusive.
With marriage equality in Maryland, the initial attempt to pass it sort of sputtered a little bit, and then after the second attempt it was successful. Do you think that the economic argument played a big role in convincing legislators? Was it popular organizing? What sort of things?
No, I think the argument on that particular issue, which I do believe is part of a family of issues you can point to in Maryland, along with the results of the highest median income in the nation and also the fastest rate of job creation. I mean, I think that there are a number of issues that can all be seen within the context of Maryland's growing innovation economy. But on that particular issue, I've seldom seen an issue move as fast in the evolution of the general public's opinion and mine as fast as civil marriage equality. What we found worked in Maryland, that place to which we could call people of all political backgrounds and perspectives, was the conclusion that every child's home should be protected equally under the law, that there is a dignity in every child's home, and that civil marriage equality is the fair and just way for our laws to protect that dignity of every child's home equally under the law. So that was the argument that we found made this final attempt more successful perhaps than other attempts had been, was our ability to stay very close to that message and call people together around that common ground that we all feel in our hearts for the dignity of every child's home.
Looking at stuff like, say, the immigration reform efforts you passed with the Maryland DREAM Act, how would we, as progressives, convert that sort of success on the national level?
Well, I think the immigration reform effort, which will hopefully succeed in Congress, will be a major, major accomplishment for our country. And with the passage of immigration reform, I think you'll see a number of benefits. I think you'll see benefits in terms of more people living and paying the taxes that they owe as part of an open society. I think you will see positive repercussions in terms of the sustainability and the trend lines in Social Security. And I think that you will also see an America that's reinvigorated, certainly when it comes to small business startups and innovation, by that tremendous font of energy and work ethic that has arrived on these shores with every new group of new Americans.
What, aside from voting and getting involved, contributing, and so forth, what should citizens who see this as important to them be doing more of to get their states to emulate Maryland and to get the federal government?
Wherever we live as individual citizens, whatever state we may happen to call home, there are things, choices, better choices that can be made in every state in order to achieve better results. And Maryland might be able to accomplish some things ahead of other states, but there are always things that can be done that grow, that consensus, if you will, that for more positive and better actions that give our kids a better way of life. So, maybe in some states, you can't go as far as passing a state-level DREAM Act, but maybe there are things that you can do in terms of scholarships for people that are, say, the first in the generation to be able to go to college. Maybe there are things that can't be done on gun safety to the degree that Maryland and some other states have, but certainly there are things that can be done to reduce violent crime and to reduce the carnage that happens across our country from guns and gun violence. So we should realize that each of these steps is important, and if any one of them saves one life or changes for the better the trajectory of generations of a single family, then it was work worth doing. I think the biggest mistake that we make in pushing progressive causes is to limit our conversations simply to those who think and feel as we do on a given issue. And I think it's really, really important to grow the consensus and to realize that there is always some value that can be shared with another American on any issue. And starting from those points of common belief and shared values is very, I think, important to forging the consensus that allows these issues to move forward.